recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Working his sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Patriots are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Henry again on 2nd down.
These two teams all tied after one. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ready, break!
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 8. Brings us 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Ready? Check contact! Check contact!
Inside handoff, Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
On the ready!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Henry.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready?
2nd and 4.
Go check! Go check!
With a quick throw completed by Willis.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Henry. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4 on 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
First down, 9 yards. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Come on! Hey! Ready?
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And it's a Titans touchdown from 21 yards away.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton,
75 yards.
and the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead.
And oh, he coughed it up. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On 2nd down, a run was strong.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson. This one to Bourne out on the left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came to get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Kamara trying the right side. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And they'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They'll run it again with Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Willis, 4th down here. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Okay, ready?
Off the option, here's Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second.
Nice pick. I knew you were coming. I had the wide view, but nice pick.
I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take
I even locked that dude up to pick up the block on that guy.
And turn it into positives moving forward.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
I need him to pick up the block. I got 2 tight ends out there blocking. Like it's set up to work. The biggest fuck up is these fumbles right before a half.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
Yeah, I never have luck on that shit. The one right now is Khalil Herbert. He's a running back.
It's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Willis out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and inches, Willis. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Watson now to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Willis on 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw, Watson. Out right to Bourne. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3rd and 2, Watson.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from
Go for it. What are you doing? Let's do it.
Anything with these passes, it's like they're getting
It's an easy
more aggressive
touchdown.
to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
I said go for it. Easy touchdown.
Why he continued to push it. My guess,
This team's terrible on defense.
earlier, he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now, Watson. And caught by Henry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Watson.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a first down throw, Watson. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on second down. Watson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Now it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Willis to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Slot man moves right. Throwing, Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good game. Good game. This team sucks. I need to get this defense better.
This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out.
You interested? Nah, you ain't interested in Henry. You got Kamara. I gotta trade his ass. I gotta get some pieces.
They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Oh, yeah, that's good. What are you doing? You had that guy on the post. Butt naked.
That one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think
butt naked.
There without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Watson's going to throw it here.
Post. Oh, good play.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.